Hello and welcome to Arsenal Domination, where I want to talk about Martin Zubimendi. Earlier in the week, I sort of updated you on the news that was being reported that Zubimendi was going to have a medical soon ahead of a transfer, and that still looks very, very likely to happen. I was talking last night on a live stream on both this channel and with Lee from Guna Gathering. If you don't already subscribe to him, please do. He's a top guy. But we were talking about Martin Zubimendi, and he was asking about the news that I sort of flagged to him earlier yesterday, that there might be a delay in the announcement of Martin Zubimendi. Now, from all accounts, Martin Zubimendi is going to sign. We mustn't worry about that in any way, shape, or form. That looks likely to happen, although, there's always going to be that nagging doubt until he signs that he won't sign, given the shenanigans around last summer where he committed to clubs and then pulled out, most famously with Liverpool. But the issue seems to be between Arsenal and Real Sociedad, and is not expected to cause any problems. Martin Zubimendi, of course, has a release clause, but Arsenal and Real Sociedad, I think, are keen to come to an agreement that suits both of them. If that release clause is triggered, then Arsenal have it on the books in one hit from an FFP perspective, and Real Sociedad get the benefit in one go too. I think Arsenal and Real Sociedad are sort of, by all accounts, keen to sort of get a staggered payment, but the hold-up appears to be on when the payment will be made. Arsenal keen to get some of that into this year's books. Real Sociedad would prefer it into next year's books, reportedly. The reason for this being that by doing so, Real Sociedad can reap the benefit from next year for 3 years under the FFP rules. Because they already have a very healthy profit from this year from other transfers that have happened in the 24-25 season. Arsenal don't have much money left in the 24-25 season, but are keen to get some of the payment into this one so that they can spread it out over 3 years and get some of it off the books into a period where they have a little bit of flex. All very technical, all very dull, but I think this is really important for Arsenal, because the more they can sort of get these payments sort of spread out, and the more they can sort of backfill some payments into this current season's books, the more spending power they have this summer and going forward. And that's why this matters, and it's why it's really important. It's why sometimes transfers can take a while. But as I say, I think the important thing we need to hold on to here is that Zubimendi is highly, highly likely to be signing for Arsenal. It is pretty much done. It just might cause a delay because of this process going on, but also Zubimendi is reportedly going to be focusing very much on his international duties with Spain, with the European Nations League finals taking place. So Zubimendi to Arsenal looks incredibly likely, just might be delayed by some financial complications, but ones that are highly likely to be worked out. I'll speak to you soon.